So I failed more times than I can count. And while that's a wild way to start a video, I want you to understand something. You don't always get it right. You just got to keep trying and trying until you get it right. When I first started this channel, I was throwing ideas at the wall to see what stuck. Right now I got my glasses in my hand because I didn't want to have them on. I felt a little awkward with having this ND filter on and having my glasses on at the same time. So I decided to really take them off. I tried so many ideas, right? I was throwing ideas at the wall to see what stuck. When I first started this channel, I had no real direction. And I gained some subscribers, lost some subscribers, gained some viewers, lost some viewers. I really felt like I wanted to take the channel a little bit more serious in 2024. I knew I just couldn't keep throwing ideas at the wall. I really wanted a steady direction with this channel. So fast forward in 2024, I started studying a lot of motivational content, inspirational content, life-changing content, and I had to reflect and remember all the times that when I was a kid, there were older gentlemen that would give me and my friends the best advice that they could to help us stay on the right path, to keep us off the, the stray path, as they would say. I decided to switch gears. I said, you know what? I remember when I was a kid. I remember when I was a teenager, the type of friends I ran with. I remember when I didn't have any real direction for my life. And what I want to do is help someone who is going through a situation similar to that. I want to inspire them to not only make the right choice, but to choose the right friends, to choose the right career, to choose a job that fits their skills. So I decided to actually switch gears and rebrand the channel in 2024. But it didn't come without a lot of trial and error. Like there's days, I never showed you guys this, but there's days where I wanted to quit, right? There was days where I was like, what was the point? Why am I doing this? But I kept pushing, if I could just inspire someone, anyone, to keep going, that's exactly what I was going to do. I really enjoy this too. It's kind of soothing. It's therapeutic almost. I'm able to get out in the park, enjoy this weather, and talk to you guys, make some content, and actually, shoot some scenery. That's what I really enjoy doing. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this was just a quick walk and talk because I got to go run an errand real quick and my camera's dying. The only thing about the DJI Action 2 is that it does die quickly. I'm talking about it doesn't last all day. It's mainly like a 2-3 hour camera max. Then the power bank dies, and then you have another hour or so on the top half of the camera, which is really cool. I'm gonna probably do a review on this camera probably later, so you guys can get an insight on what it's like to actually have a DJI Action 2 if you don't already have one. But it kind of sucks because, like I said, this battery dies quickly. So recently I decided to implement life advice content, life improvement content with vlogging. Two things that I gotten into recently that I really enjoy, because I want to keep you guys entertained for all those that enjoy vlogging, but at the same time, I want to provide you guys with some helpful, insightful, key information that can help you become a better version of yourself. When I lived in Philadelphia, right, my friends and I, we would hang out, and it wasn't always video games, dating, and music we would talk about. We would talk about life choices, like where we would go 10 years from now, where we would move to 10, 20 years from now, what type of career field we would get into, or if at some point in our lives we wanted to go to college. Man, those are good times. I'm not gonna lie, those are good times, but that's the type of stuff we would talk about. And fast forward 2024, I decided to change it up and rebrand the channel. And between 2024 and now, I want it to be about life advice, life improvement, and vlogging as well. And honestly, I think that vlogging is okay. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have mixed feelings about vlogging because all I saw it as was people just getting on screen talking about either the products they were promoting, using, or interested in, or they were talking about a fashion brand or their taste in music and stuff like that, or they would tell a story of relocation and how life is going for them now in this new location, which is really interesting, most definitely. Like I said, I enjoyed some vlogs back in the day, and some I just didn't like. I had mixed feelings, but now I definitely love watching vlogs, especially as a 36-year-old man. I find it very insightful. Vlogs are very helpful, especially it helps us to navigate life, raising a family, or it helps you to navigate singlehood if you're single. It helps you to learn how to become a better man or a better woman. It helps you to navigate fatherhood or motherhood. Vlogs are like the video versions of podcasts today. That's what I can honestly say. Vlogs are like the video versions of podcast. And I find it really, really intriguing. I find it really, really exciting to actually be able to get into vlogging, you know? So therefore, if you might be interested in vlogging, go for it. Go after it. If this is something you're passionate about, start a YouTube channel, start a vlog. You'd be surprised on how far you could grow your channel from vlogs alone. Like I said, I like getting outside, walking and vlogging. I want to let you guys know a funny piece of side information. As I was vlogging earlier outside, I attracted the attention of the local police department. And not that I was filming anybody's private house or anything. I was just walking with my camera, walking and talking. From a distance, the way I had it adjusted, the tripod, it looked like a weapon in my hand, like a stick or something. So he did a U-turn and he asked me what I was doing. And I was like, I'm just vlogging. And he saw the microphone on my shirt. He saw the little fuzzy wind muff. He said, oh, so you're a content creator. I said, yeah, this is what I love to do. Lo and behold, he was like, that's really cool. You know, I never knew how you could start a YouTube channel. You know, I was too shy to start it. You never know who you could inspire, right? You never know who you can inspire. Because he said that he wanted to start, even though he was an officer, he said he wanted to start a YouTube channel, but he didn't know how to go about it. It's just simple as press and record, right? Yes, you got to do your research. You got to think of title ideas. You definitely have to come up with a script if you are new to YouTube and you're very forgetful. If you can't go off the cuff, I would suggest write a script. Even if you can go off the cuff, write down some key information. I want to give a major shout out to Chris Meets Chris because his YouTube channel was popping. He definitely reignited that spark for vlogging for me. You never know who you can inspire. Major shout out to Chris Meets Chris. So no matter what your niche is, whatever topics you're discussing or covering in your videos, I want you to keep going because you don't know whose life you can impact, inspire, or change with your content. In my recent video where I talked about being yourself, I said that most of the people that we aspire to or inspires us, they didn't see it within themselves. It took for others to see it for them, for that spark to be known. The same applies to you. You see, there could be people looking up to you, people that could be inspired by your life, by your story, by your videos, by your channel. I want you to keep going. Make an impact on someone's life today. Inspire the world. I love you guys. I thank you all for tuning in. And I just want to give a major shout out to everybody who's been checking out the videos, whether you were subscribed or not. Even if you checked out a few minutes of my vlogs and my videos, God bless you. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to check out my content. But anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. God bless. Peace.